死んでない。死んでなかったこいつ。心臓はそうか。譜面が完成した。勝ちに行くぞ。
Yes. All right. Have you ever felt like you were under attack by spiritual warfare? Did it ever feel like things just weren't going right? You did not understand why? Or it appears as if things that you cannot really explain seem to keep on happening. And if you were to attempt to explain them, people would usually look at you weird or think that you're crazy, or it could possibly put you in a loony bin. Been there, done that. Today I'm going to be I'm going to be listening and reacting to a video called 5 Signs That Someone Is Casting an Evil Spell on You. Now with it, this creator, I need to go ahead and shout out her name because of the fact that I have never heard of her really before until this popped up and I saved it in my reaction folder. Now with it, her name is Victoria Unfiltered. I will tag her in this video when everything is said and done. But her name is Victoria Unfiltered, and the name of the video is 5 Signs That Someone Is Casting Evil Spell on You and Doing Black Magic on You right now. The video is like 17 minutes and some change, but I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer. I say let's go ahead and jump straight into it. You ready? Here we go.
Hello, chosen ones. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. So look, y'all. These are 5 signs that someone is doing black magic on you. Somebody is casting a evil spell on you. It's in process. It's actually happening right now to you.
Right now.
Okay? So these are 5 signs, okay? And I'm going to tell you a little story about how a evil spell was recently casted on me and how I discovered that it was. Okay,
tell me more.
Okay, to deal with it. Okay, so the first sign that there is an evil spell being put on you, that somebody is working behind the scenes, using information of yours, using some of your energy. Okay, even conversations they had with you to put spells on you.
Okay.
One of the main signs
Damn
is
the
that
divine
you have
whispered you can talk. Type command to see all the things you can do.
To the extreme. Okay?
Been there.
To the point where suddenly you feel like you're like 50 years older. Okay, you can only walk as fast as an elderly person. You know, you're walking really slow suddenly.
Feel real sluggish.
Suddenly, it doesn't matter how much protein you eat, how much fruit you eat. It doesn't matter what you drink. You can drink all the power drinks you want, okay?
What's up, Jessica? How you doing?
And you just cannot seem to get your energy level up, okay? You're like, what the hell is this about?
Yeah.
You're sleeping 4 hours over the time you usually sleep, okay? You feel like you are the walking dead, like you are exhausted and nothing can change it. That's how you feel, okay? So here's why that is a key sign that someone's casting a spell.
Welcome in.
When a evil spell is being cast on you, it is sucking your energy out from you, okay? Through this matrix, it's draining your energy through the spiritual cord that they have connected to you through whatever information and time you spent with them.
Okay.
Okay. It is a steady flow of sucking your energy out. They're doing it behind the scenes in their home somewhere, or they're going into trances and sucking your energy, your life force out of you. Okay. This is why it seems like no matter how you put energy in you, it seems like it's not in you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
all right. This recently
unfortunately, I'm used to dealing with people who rather just take and not give, and I understand a lot more now after having a hex put on me, a love spell put on me. I learned that I've been through some things, and it's crazy because at the time, what's up, Z? How you doing? At the time when things were happening, I didn't know how to explain it, and I didn't even know about these things at that time. However, as time went on, and I started learning more about things, and my grandma started putting me up on game about the family's history and everything, a lot of things started to make sense. And understanding the gifts that run in my family, it makes sense why a lot of people were constantly coming after my voice, trying to constantly put me down and constantly trying to do things. Have you ever had individuals out of nowhere and for no reason just keep attacking you? And as you get further along in your spiritual journey, you start to realize that there's only so many souls on this planet, and there's many different aspects of that soul. And what I mean by that is you
Damla
be able to
Divine
start
whispered you can
seeing
talk.
and
Type
recognizing
command to
and
see all the things
realizing
you can
that
do.
I've dealt with this spirit before in a different flesh suit. I'm at the point now where I see that. And it's funny because like talking to my therapist, that's one thing she wants me to work on is stop judging people based off of the similarities I may find from other people. But I didn't go into depth on the spiritual side. But I have not been wrong yet once I started noticing and recognizing these patterns and behaviors that these spirits have, you know? But yeah, feeling drained, real sluggish, that I remember those times. Always just wanted to sleep.
Now, I'm going to talk in another video how to test whether someone is actually casting spells on you.
I'm going to have to find
or
that video.
spying on you, because
What's
usually
up, Z?
it's hand in hand. I hate to tell you this, when someone is casting an evil spell on you, they're usually spying on you at the same time, too.
Facts.
Using some type of tool, okay?
Or people.
Or using their evil little Satan.
If you feel like you've got flies flying around you,
to spy on you, such as using their own third
most
eye,
likely
their
somebody
own
is
ability,
watching.
okay, or remote viewing, okay, to spy on you. They may even be leaving their body to go travel and go into your home and spy
Astral
on you.
projection.
That recently happened to me, okay? And then I noticed a big energy drainage, so that's how I knew I had a warlock, okay, sneaking in my home.
Ladies, this is why you can't be throwing pee everywhere and all the time.
And they became aware that I knew.
Guys, don't be slanging D all the time either.
With you, okay?
There's a thing called sexually transmitted demons.
You suddenly may seem like there is a foul smell following you around. You may be like, why is all this stench smell around me? You know you smell good. You know you shower. But suddenly you keep smelling
Thank you.
crap, like trash, okay? You don't know where this foul smell is coming from, okay? This happened to me all in the same week when this warlock was spying on me and casting an evil spell.
Yo, thanks for the follow.
I kept smelling rot and trash around me. It was like in my face as if there was a pile of trash following me around, okay? And when the reason why this happens is because, remember we said energy flows both ways, okay?
Yes.
When they're taking your energy,
Divine says,
theirs is being sent
you
to
can
you
talk.
too. So
Type
when they're
command to
casting
see all the
spells,
things you can
some
do.
of theirs is leaking
Danley
and
Divine
going
says,
towards you. And
you can
remember,
talk.
the evil ones
Type
stink.
command to see all the
Okay,
things you
they
can do.
wear all kind of stuff to mask it. Okay, they do all kind of good things to make them look like they're good. Okay, which is just to hide their stench, their foulness, their evil.
Yes.
Okay, but energy don't lie.
Damla Divine
okay?
whispered you
Let me
can
tell
talk.
you, spiritual
Type command
energy
to see all the
does
things you
have a
can do.
scent, okay?
See, that's the thing. I didn't know about the stench before, which is interesting because thinking back on it, the individual I'm thinking of, they did have a stench, but I was so focused on trying to feel the energy. However, at that time, I wasn't really sure what I need to be feeling or really even what to look for. That led me to look in the wrong direction when, in all honesty, I should have known by the smell, but I was not privy to the spiritual sense at that time. Crazy, right? Shoot, have y'all ever been around somebody and y'all smell like a foul odor, a foul smell, and you think it's following you, and then you find the source of that smell? If you did, comment down below. Let me know what y'all did next and what the turnout was. Ooh.
I bet you didn't know that, okay? I have been told
Emotional damage.
Exactly,
fresh earth.
emotional damage. Truly
Someone
was.
said my natural, spiritual, sweaty type scent when my energy is real strong smells like berries, which is a high compliment because that means youth. It usually means also I have a
What's up, Marcy? How you doing?
Spiritual angel with me that is the angel of youth. Okay.
I love how people jump in and don't say nothing.
And beauty and things like
So
that.
rude.
Okay. So, that stench smell. Okay. It seems like no matter what you do, you spray Febreze perfume, you be baby powdering it all around you, that shampoo, and you're like,
ladies, y'all do the most sometimes.
Okay,
for real.
I had literally a garbage smell all around me for 24 hours. Once I got that sign, I knew definitely that there was a witch working on a spell on me. Okay? So the third sign that there is someone casting an evil spell on you, and this is a deep one, is that suddenly you feel like you're
Yo,
not,
blessings. Welcome in.
Closeness with your chosen ability. It's
Okay.
almost like suddenly you're not bonded with it. Suddenly you start doubting that you're supposed to do it. Suddenly you're like, you start having limiting beliefs out of nowhere. Okay. Understand the evil ones are always going to cast a spell that also wants to stop you from doing what you're chosen to do.
Yes.
When you do what you're chosen to do, you get more powerful. Okay.
Yo, what did I say earlier? When I was talking about me, I was saying it seems like they're always trying to attack my voice. And I've learned that my voice is something that's very powerful. I've always had a voice that always was able to influence and push people along. Now, with it, I could have used that for bad, but I'm a warrior of love. I seek to bring love
Danla
back
Divine
into this
whispered
world.
you can talk.
And with
Type
that,
command
that
to
is
see all
my
the things you
ultimate
can do.
goal. I want to see this world loving again to where our kids can go out and play and not have to worry about bad things happening, and where we don't have to worry about bad things happening either. However, currently, the frequency is so off, and so many people feel that that's just how it is. I wouldn't say nobody, not enough people are doing something to raise the vibrations of this planet, raise the vibrations of themselves and their surroundings. Let's create a new reality. Let's create a new reality that's based off of how it was back in the 90s, where it was safe to do things, where everything was a lot better than it currently is
Danla
right now.
Divine
You know,
whispered at Danla
that
Divine
is
you
what
have
I
just
want to
reached
see.
level
just reached
7.
level 7. Danley Divine says.
Okay, you take your place more
Danley
in this
Divine, you
world,
have just
okay?
reached level
You become
7.
more powerful than you ever been. Okay, so that's those dark spells, evil spells is also to stop you from any growth. Okay,
Preach.
which is also in your chosen one abilities.
Preach.
Okay, so that was the third sign that showed up. This was all in the same week that happened to me, y'all.
Okay.
All in the same week, and I'm sitting up there like, wait a minute. I'm skilled. I'm gifted in these three things. Like, I know for sure. Why all of a sudden I feel detached from it out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere that I can't even explain.
Yep.
Okay, that's when I knew somebody is trying to curse me. Okay, someone's cursing me. Okay. All right. So the fourth sign that someone's cursing you and doing something evil, evil spell against you, is that you suddenly start to feel like your ability to attract money isn't as strong. You was aligned with the creator. You was attracting money, okay? All of a sudden it seems like money just stop.
Either money stops or it has to go towards a whole bunch of other things. What's up, Katie? How you doing? That's one thing that I noticed was it seemed like my money was getting redirected somewhere else. Every time that I got money, all of a sudden something else would happen that caused me to pretty much go broke. All the money that I got, I had to send somewhere else. That was how I also knew. I was like, okay, these mofos still want to play. All right, cool. What can I do? And that's what really got me deep into understanding what's happening, DG. How you doing, Piplup? That's what really got me to understanding what I need to do to protect myself. I mean, when you start learning how to counter spiritual warfare, things get serious, things get real. Now, I'm not talking about like going out and like sacrificing lambs and all this other stuff, but really just putting on the armor and walking accordingly, you know?
Not much money's coming to you. You like,
Danla
what is
Divine
going on
whispered
here?
you can talk.
Danla
Type
Divine
command to
says,
see all the things you can
Danley
do.
Divine, you
I'm
have
doing
just
what I'm
reached
supposed
level
to do, and
8.
suddenly
Oh, leveled
money's
up.
Danley
not
Divine
flowing as
says,
fast to me anymore.
Danley
As a
Divine,
matter of
you have
fact,
just
it
reached
seems
level
like as soon as it
8.
gets to me, something is telling me I have to pay a bill.
What did I
It's
just
coming
say?
almost at the exact time the money's coming.
Yep.
Okay, that is definitely a sign. Okay.
Yep.
Because see, one thing is your chosen one power is always attracts money, but when it gets weak and hello,
Like, true talk, no lie, my wife used to be getting mad at me all the time because she was like, every time I turn around, you got money being deposited in your account or you finding money. I'm like, I mean, that's why I don't worry about it. I mean, you're able to pretty much be a stay-at-home mom. Like, is it a bad thing? Like, I'm blessed.
okay, so I'm back. Okay, so I had to pick this video up another day because I had some chosen one things I had to do. Okay,
I wonder
so
what the chosen one things were.
So you start to feel like
What you think the chosen one things were?
As quick as money comes to you,
Mhm.
suddenly it got to leave your hands. Okay, or you may lose money, or it seems like you just keep on being in like lack of money. Okay. You went from
Haven't had
being
that
a
lack of
powerful
money.
money magnet to suddenly, like, even though money's around you, it's like going by you, okay? So that's definitely
Going
a sign.
on
Because
by
let me
you.
explain something to you. When there is a evil spell on you, it's always going to try to stop you from.
I need to take a break real quick and say her lipstick is popping. Like, that's working for her. I gotta give that to her. That color is really popping on her. She looked gorgeous with it. So big up yourself.
Being able to take care of your life
Like the
trees.
earrings too.
And almost every single one of your life trees requires some type of financial support. Your health due, your dreams.
Have y'all
okay?
like felt any of
your
these before?
career, you know, you got to get to work, you got to put food on the table, whatever, you know.
Have you ever felt like a foul smell was following you? Have you ever felt like money was leaving your hand faster than you were getting it, or every single time something happened, money was just not there? Have you ever had it to where it felt like somebody was watching you? Or you just always felt kind of like sluggish? You felt drains? Have you ever felt like you were drained more than usual? Money just seemed to, you never really could hold on to money, or there was like a foul smell following you? Those are the 3 that she covered so far for the 5 signs that someone's cast an evil spell on you. Hey.
Damla Divine whispered you can talk. Type command to see all the things you can do.
All right.
So, the warlocks and the witches, the evil ones, they definitely don't want you to get where they are. Because a lot of them
this
are
warfare
rich.
is crazy.
A lot of them are filthy rich because they use chosen ones to get the riches. They stole our power, they hoodwinked us out of it, okay? Or they stood in the way of us getting
we got
our
a lot
riches,
of succubus
okay?
and
Or they
stuff
put
out there.
spells on us so that we
Energy. I'm so glad that they came out with the
act in
movie
a certain
centers.
way that will turn off, okay, our money magnetism. That was one of the signs that I knew there was a evil curse about dark black evil magic put on me, okay? When I noticed
How you doing, Katie?
that
Everything
money
good
was
with you?
coming to me slower and slower and slower through my chosen one abilities, okay? I knew then, okay? So, be watchful. If your chosen one abilities, if the products you're putting out suddenly seem like it's like getting dead silence, no fans suddenly, like no fans suddenly, that's not by accident, okay? There's a spell put on you, okay, to block
I put a
your
spell on
manifestations
you.
from coming, okay, which is also any
Hocus Pocus,
blessings
so
coming
random.
to you by way of your chosen one abilities, okay? All right, so here is another sign that there is an evil spell on you, okay? You suddenly start acting like a different person.
Ooh.
I never forget when an evil spell was.
Ooh, that hit hard. I didn't know that one. when you suddenly start acting like a different person? When you suddenly start acting like a different person, 5 signs that someone is casting an evil spell on you, and how to tell. You remember that? And I had wrote that in the journal. I was like, I don't even feel like myself anymore. But of course, that got taken the wrong way, and well, I wouldn't say taken the wrong way. It got tried to switch that up and make it seem like something else.
It was on me like about 15
You gotta
years
love them. They're
ago.
like master manipulators.
All of a sudden, I knew this like evil language that I didn't even know. I'm serious. I was saying words that I knew I shouldn't have known. Okay, and I started getting images of sort of like almost like somebody put me in a snake suit. Okay. I started acting out of character.
Yeah.
Okay, totally opposite of me.
Yes.
Not remembering that I acted the way I did. Okay. I started saying, wait a minute, that's not even like me. Why did I just say what I said? Okay.
Smacking fat cat.
Damla
I started
Divine
getting
Whispered You Can
suspicious, and I
Talk. Type
actually
command to
realized
see
there
all
was
the
a
things
spell
you can
on
do.
me, to the point where I started investigating. Okay.
Yes.
And I ended up finding out that there was a demon that was lingering around in my home, and it was scouts, bone evil spirits, also hanging around in my
Man, I'm
home.
gonna have to do a
And what
story
they were
time, but
doing,
none of y'all
they
want to
was
hear that.
touching me in my sleep, touching and running. Okay, because they had to touch and run because my guardians was going after them. Because I actually sort of saw like a spiritual fight going on in my room. Okay, so if you start acting out of character, suddenly your temper is out of control. Suddenly you're very explosive. Like you feel like you cannot calm down. Okay, that is definitely an evil spell. See, the evil ones want us to be out of control, so they can say, "See, they ain't chosen. Why are they acting like that? They're acting like they ain't chosen. They being toxic. They exploding. They don't got no discipline." See, that's what they want to say about us. Okay, so when you suddenly feel like you
Girl, where the hell were you at like 4 years ago? Then again, even if I would have saw this video like 4 years ago, I probably wouldn't have listened to it, to be honest with you. I would have been like, oh, that was entertaining, but I would not have understood because look, everything that happens in your life is a lesson and a blessing. It's both. I mean, you might not understand what the blessing is at that time, but you definitely damn near, you better learn the lesson. And I'm like, looking back at it, I see the blessing because it brought me a lot closer to myself. It made me dig inward, and it taught me a lot of the things that have happened. It showed me a lot, which caused me to learn a lot, which has put me in a position to where I am now.
Emotional damage.
Caused a lot of emotional damage, stuff that I'm still trying to heal through, and a lot of trauma. And I don't know where these assholes are now, but I hope that everything they put me through, they go through it themselves so they can understand. Hopefully they would understand what it was like. Yeah, that's the best that I can do. My mom said, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. That was the only nice thing I could say about that, about them. I should have said all the things that they did, but they spilt a bunch of lies because they were afraid that I was going to tell the truth. But if I keep talking about it, it's not going to do me any good. Anger is just punishing yourself for the actions that somebody else did to you. So why should I be getting hurt twice?
Damla Divine Whispered
Don't
You
make
Can
sense.
Talk.
cannot
Type
calm down.
command to see all the things you can
somebody's
do.
doing black magic on you, chosen one. Okay, there is some evil magic being put on you. Okay, you need to. Oh,
Excuse you.
So what you can do if you feel like something is making you angry and raging and all that, you need to go to a holy place and you need to fast and you need to drink a lot of clean, pure water and clean yourself real good and clean your home real good. Okay? So the last sign that there is some type of evil spell on you is suddenly people that normally kind to you and loving to you, they seem like they're turned off by you. They turn their nose up. They're suddenly like appalled by you and you done nothing to them.
That
They
part.
seem like they just have a bad attitude with you.
Yep.
Okay? Though they are usually
I cut
very
everybody
nice
off.
and loving to you.
I cut
Here's
everybody
why.
off. They showed me who they were.
Most people
When somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
according to your energy.
Yo, your
Now,
timing
when
is
there's
mad.
an evil spell on you, the witch and warlock is also sending you their energy to pollute your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So then when you get around people that love you, they feeling your energy and they're thinking that's your energy. When they don't know, that's a witch and warlock's energy that you walking around with. You just been cursed.
Yep.
You just had a spell on
But
you.
of course,
they polluted your energy
nobody
with
wanted
their
to listen.
evil energy.
Nobody
But
cared.
see, your loved ones don't
That's
know
why I
this,
had to leave
okay?
everybody
They don't know
behind.
this. Strangers don't. They just know something about your energy is foul, trash, wicked, and evil, and that's what they feel. Okay? And you're not going to be able to tell them different. Okay? So I'm going to do a video talking about how to protect yourself from these low-key, behind-the-scenes, evil spellcasters on the chosen ones, you
That's exactly
and
what they
me,
are, behind the scenes.
and how to clean, okay? All right? Because I just had to clean. I had a warlock working on me, y'all, last week. And I'm like, this warlock don't know how chosen I am. This warlock was spying on me. This warlock was trying to read me, my energy, without my permission, trying to read me, trying to peep into my everyday life, okay? Was trying to find out how I feel, okay? It was real, and I could feel the pressure, okay? I was feeling an unusual drainage of energy whenever I would leave them, whenever I wouldn't be in their presence. After I would leave them, I feel really drained, and that
Yep.
was the key sign that I was around a warlock.
Been there.
So that's what inspired me to do this video today. Now, this warlock was a powerful one, and they had their wife working with them, okay? And I got a vision of a tarot reading being done on me as well, okay? My guides told me, okay? And I also
Danla Divine whispered you can talk.
realized
Type
that they were
command to see
spying
all
on
the
me in
things
the
you can do.
evening hours, okay? See, my chosen one abilities allow me to also get information when someone's doing bad against me or somebody else, okay? All right? See, I can sense evil, what it's doing, okay? What it's doing in secret, okay? And there are signs. I'm so in touch with my guys. It's like they're just sitting in a room with me. Like, we talk so natural, just like I'm talking to another living, breathing human being.
And
Okay.
that's where I'm getting back to.
And I'm
I
going
used
to
to do that
work
all
with
the time
you
when I
to
was
get you to
younger.
that point. Okay, just stick with my channel. Okay, I'm gonna give you some tips on how to get that communication line real open with your guys, so you can just vibe like I'm doing. You know, like I do with my guys. My guy Miguel, who is sitting here, you know, holding his hat right now, y'all. All right. Okay. I will talk to you in
All right.
another video.
I'm gonna have to follow her because I feel like she
drops
some gems. She definitely is dropping some gems, and I want to keep up with that. That woman's got some. She's got some knowledge that I really want to learn more about. And where I am in my journey, I can utilize the videos that she's putting out, and almost like she's a mentor. So I'm definitely going to look into her more, learn some more from her. But yo, definitely. Yo, on TikTok, we got a coin drop right now. So type in DANLI, all caps, as fast as you can, as many times as you can. Each coin is, I think, 100 points. So the more coins you collect, the more points you get. The more things that you do in the stream will get you more points to do more things in the stream. You can also hit the exclamation point command to see the things that you're able to do. You become a follower, it opens up a whole new tier of things that you're able to do. And anybody else who is watching on anything else, I've got around me right now, everywhere that you can find me. Definitely tap in. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I may throw other lives in there from time to time, but as of right now, those are going to be the main three that I do every strong. And I say strong because there ain't nothing weak about me, so I'm not going to curse myself with those words. But definitely, tap in on the Kick. I'm rarely ever on Twitch. You can catch me on Facebook from time to time, but I'm mostly on Kick, TikTok, and the YouTube. So definitely follow all of them. Come tap in. Right now, I'm currently on a goal of getting my YouTube to 500 subscribers. I'm manifesting that, and I'm speaking life into it on the day-to-day.
Danla
And so
Divine
far, it's
Whispered
doing
You
pretty
Can
well.
Talk.
It's
Type
jumping up
command
there.
to see all the
I
things you
mean,
can do.
slow and steady. I'm by myself. Don't have any support, but we're going to get there. Let's build a community on love together, all right? So relax your mind. It's divine time. Deuces.
You know what? I'm on the road to 1,000. I'm on the road to 1,000. Help me reach 1,000 followers, because I got some plans in motion. And with it, I understand that who I am, I will be hated by most, but the very few that come around me will love me. And that's perfectly fine. I'm sick and tired of having to dim my lights because a lot of people don't want to see the light in their eyes. Motherfucker, put your sunshades on and deal with it. I don't give a fuck about you no more. That's where I stand. So with that, go ahead, follow me, and we about to have a good goddamn time. I am a truth speaker, and I'm going to speak the truth. If you don't fucking like it, I ain't for you. That's perfectly fine. I don't give a rat's flying motherfreaking A. I'm going to work on my cussing. I'm a Marine. Sorry. Have you ever noticed that there's a lot of individuals who will talk mad crap about you that know nothing about you, but they think that they do based off the things that based off their assumptions?